Nobody me advice in games. Caitlin Clark opens up about lack of in-game support from teammates. Caitlin Clark opens up about the lack of in-game support from her Indiana Fever teammates. Read below for more. Caitlin Clark opens up about the lack of in-game support from her Indiana Fever teammates. Read below for more in DASARTICL. Asterisk lack of support from the Indiana Fever teammates. Asterisk mixed reactions from WNBA players, fans, and media. Asterisk instances of Caitlin Clark facing on-court hostility. Asterisk LeBron James and many others support Caitlin Clark. NBA rookie sensation Caitlin Clark has swiftly become the face of the WNBA. Her presence has been instrumental in sellout arenas and driving historic viewership numbers for her games. However, despite her tremendous on-court success, it appears Clark is facing a challenging environment within her own team and the broader WNBA community. Clark's transition from a celebrated college player to a professional has not been without controversy. Fans and analysts are split over the treatment she's receiving, with some pointing to a lack of support from senior WNBA players and an air of poor attitude surrounding her reception in the league. Lack of support from the Indiana Fever teammates. Despite Clark's undeniable talent and popularity, there are clear signs of friction within the Indiana Fever. In a recent interview, when she was asked if any senior player was mentoring her, Clark's response was, "Nobody gives me advice in games. I wish." This statement highlights a possible disconnect between her and her teammates, suggesting a lack of support or even potential animosity. Playing for Iowa in college, Clark became the leading scorer in NCAA history. Her scintillating style of play, particularly her deep three-point shooting, garnered her immense popularity and set her up to be the #1 pick in the 2023 WNBA draft. As many anticipated, her college fame followed her into the WNBA, attracting a massive audience to her WNBA games and making her a standout figure in the league. However, her transition to the WNBA has not been easy. Mixed reactions from WNBA players, fans, and media. Despite Clark's immense popularity and historic achievements in college, there appears to be a lack of acceptance from her own teammates, some WNBA players, and several media personalities. There are several reasons speculated for this treatment. 1. Blatant hate. Some WNBA players and fans may harbor resentment towards Caitlin due to her rapid rise and popularity. 2. Jealousy. Her success and attention may have sparked jealousy among peers who have not received the same level of acclaim. 3. Competitiveness. The competitive nature of professional basketball could contribute to a less welcoming environment for rookies who are seen as threats. Caitlin Clark had enormous collegiate success, as she is now the NCAA's all-time leading scorer in history. Some do celebrate Caitlin Clark for being an outstanding player, but many harbor resentment or jealousy towards her. This negative sentiment surfaced prominently when Lynette Woodward, the former NCAA record holder for most points, responded to Caitlin Clark breaking her record with the dismissive remark, "I don't think my record has been broken." Similarly, Caitlin Clark's reception among WNBA veterans has also been lukewarm. When asked about rookies like Clark entering the league, three-time WNBA champion Diana Taurasi responded with a comment about reality check. Taurasi said, "Reality is coming for rookies, including Clark. You look superhuman playing against some 18 years olds, but you're going to come play with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time." While Taurasi's comment about the difficulties rookies would face was not entirely out of line, it lacked encouragement and instead came off as condescending. In contrast, NBA stars often praise and motivate their next-generation stars. For instance, when a generational talent like Victor Wembanyama emerged in 2023, established superstars like Kevin Durant and LeBron James welcomed him with open arms. Not a single NBA star made condescending remarks about how tough it would be for Wembanyama. Instances of Caitlin Clark facing on-court hostility. Since entering the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has faced a ton of hostility on the court as well. During a game against the Chicago Sky, Chennedy Carter pushed Caitlin from behind and called her a derogatory term for no apparent reason. In another game against the Sky, Angel Reese nearly caused Caitlin Clark to suffer a concussion. Once, after a great assist from Caitlin Clark, Seattle's Mercedes Russell elbowed Clark. All incidents are common occurrences in Clark's games. While some may view this as a competitive spirit, many others perceive it as an act of animosity or hatred. The worst part of all this is that none of Caitlin Clark's teammates helped her out. Once Caitlin was cheap-shotted, no one stood up to argue with the players on her behalf. Many on social media have criticized Caitlin's teammates for not coming to the aid of their rookie superstar. LeBron James and many others support Caitlin Clark now. Despite several challenges, Clark has found support from outside the WNBA. She is receiving support from many, as some people are making comic shorts and calling out jealous people who hate her. Even NBA superstar LeBron James has publicly called out her critics, urging people to appreciate her talent. Even NBA superstar LeBron James has publicly called out her critics, urging people to appreciate her talent. Similarly, Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports has criticized the lack of respect Clark receives, attributing it to jealousy. Serena Williams also supports Caitlin and what she is doing for women's basketball, and advises Caitlin to continue doing what she's doing, no matter what other people say. Serena said, "If people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do." These words of advice from a tennis legend will definitely help Caitlin. Overall, Caitlin Clark's journey in the WNBA has been a mix of highs and lows. While she continues to shine as a player, the apparent lack of support from some teammates and the harsh reception from parts of the WNBA community have cast a shadow over her achievements. However, with influential figures like LeBron James and Serena Williams in her corner, there is hope that the treatment she faces will improve, allowing her to fully realize her potential in the league.